let's keep this simple and fun. We're going to start with an A minor backing track. I'll leave a link in the description for this great track. We're going to look at the first position of the A minor pentatonic scale. By the end of this video, you're going to be flowing over this track in the A minor pentatonic scale, I promise you. Let's get to it. So if we take this scale we know and love, the A minor pentatonic, start at the bottom, walk up to the root note here in the 7th fret. Same thing with at the top of the scale. Back to the root note. If you flow to that root note from any side of the scale, you're going to create some great licks. And then if we add that blue note in there, I can do that by focusing on the root note and that blue note in this first position. What if we take the extended scale? You can have a blast focusing on the root note and that blue note. You know this scale, just really try to make some music from it. I'm going to break down some of these licks coming up. If you're having fun with this lesson, hit that like button. I so much appreciate all your support. To be a better improviser, you really want to have some flow, some movement to the notes you're using. And a great way to do that is starting at the top or the bottom of the scale, root note in the 5th fret, really getting back to the 7th fret, and the D string is another A note. And then back to the root note. Just down and up from the scale, getting back to home base is such a great way to be confident when you improvise. As always, in almost all my lessons, I'm showing some way or another this blue note, working it in because it's a bluesy thing to do, to add that blue note in there. So if you take the structure of the A minor pentatonic, add that blue note in there and get back back to the structure. So that's the 8th fret and pulling down to 7, 5, back to the root note. You should always use that blue note. Don't be afraid to use that. It's a chromatic note. You don't want to linger on it, but use it. So right here, just sliding up from 6 to 7, 5, 7, 5, back to the root note 7. To the root, top of the scale. Add a phrase like that. 7, 5, 5, back to 7 on the root note. I like to go an upstroke with both of those. Downstroke, slight bend, back to the root note. You can easily throw that in there. It's such a great sounding lick. This is all within this first position minor pentatonic. There's so much you can do here. So if we hammer on to the 7th fret to the root note, so then you're hitting 5, back to 7 on the A string, back to 5 on the D string, then walk right down, 7, 6, 5, 8 on the E string, then the little chromatic note, the blue note. So from 5, you're hammering onto 6 and pulling back off. Then hitting that 8. Back to the root note and finish it off with the octave. Let's move on to some more advanced sounding stuff we can do over this kind of a track. The extended scale is the way to do that. Adding the blue note also. And again, I'm focused on the root note. I'm focused on that blue note, just at least knowing where home base is and having that bluesy sound. And being confident when you improvise, you can use a 4-note box. So 3, 5, 3, 5, 5, 7, 5, 7, 8, 10, 8, 10. And then really focus on the root note as you use those and that blue note. Just look at the boxes, look at the blue note, back to the root note. Let me leave you rocking out over this awesome backing track. I'll leave it in the description. Blast!